Well, hello everybody. You know what? My car thermometer showed 107. 107 when I went out to town just a few minutes ago. I couldn't believe it. No wonder I didn't want to go out and do anything. I mean, I did go out this morning about daylight and I started watering my plants. I gave my plants a good soaking, so hopefully they'll get through these 100 plus temperature days. I don't know, but you know, that's all you can do is the best you can. And I'm hoping that it's going to rain, but we're not going to get even a chance of rain till Friday of next week. So it's going to be a good week before we get any rain, at least after the 4th. So, but anyway, I decided I wanted to fix breakfast for lunch. I mean, for dinner tonight. And I had some requests on my live to do hash browns, because I always said that I like hash browns homemade. When you buy the hash browns in the frozen in the bags, I don't know what they do to them, but they have a tendency not to cook thoroughly. And I like to make the little hash brown patty, so to speak, with mine. But I've got fresh potatoes from my garden that I'm going to be using. I have some fresh onions, but I didn't want to pull them yet. I wanted to wait and let them get a little bit bigger before I pull them. So I bought one onion at the store to go in these hash browns, because it doesn't take much and I can use the onion for other stuff. And I don't like to really peel these little potatoes. I like to a lot of times boil them before I even get the skin off of them. That way you don't waste a lot of your potato. But I'll do this as quick as possible. I have to cut my pieces small enough to go in there. First I got to shred my potatoes. And they've been washed. I mean, I thoroughly washed them and they have already dried, so they don't really need to be washed again. I mean, you can after you peel them, that's up to you, but it's really not necessary. But sometimes I just like to make a good homemade breakfast and eat it for my dinner. I do that every once in a while. And drop my piece of potato. But the counter's clean. You have to grate your potatoes. What did I just do with my little... Oh, no wonder... No wonder it didn't want to go through there. I was putting it through the wrong side. I forgot I left that on there. That would make a difference, y'all, if you forget to take that little stopper thing out. Now I'm going to put about a third of my onion in there because you don't need much. And I'm dropping it in because I want my onion grated as well. See if we got everything grated. It looks like we do. I'm going to bring this right over here. I'm putting 1 egg in here. I'm going to put some onion powder, probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. A little bit of garlic salt. A little bit of regular salt. And I put pepper in mine. If you don't like pepper, don't put them in your hash browns. Now, let's see. I probably should just take that out in a bowl and stir it. I forget that I'm not in my blender over there. I mean my Ninja. Takes a while to get used to a new product that you're using. Now I'm just stirring this up a little bit, mixing up that egg with my hash browns, my potatoes, my onions, my spices. Some of those pieces came out pretty big. I would have liked them to have been a little smaller, but that's okay. But we just got to mix it up real good. I hope you can see that. I'm just mixing up my hash brown, my potatoes, and my egg mixture with my onions and my spices that I put in there. Now, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of flour. Not much. Probably about an eighth of a cupful. Because we're not making a cake. I'm just adding that with a little bit of egg to bind everything together when I go to fry them. We're not making a fritter or anything like that, so we put very little flour in there. Now my hash browns may not look like the store-bought ones as far as their shape and everything. But I'll guarantee you they'll be just as good. Now, I'm going to get my hash browns going. Just place them in that bowl when I take them out. And my oil. And this is just plain old olive oil. Keep getting stuff stuck on my fingers. I think I need just a little bit more flour in there. I got more potatoes than what I thought I had. Put my hash browns in by the spoonful, just like you would some type of fritter, but this is a hash brown, y'all. Trying to make it basically the oval shape like you get at the store when you buy them. It may not work out that way, but that is the intention. And it's a little bit hot. I don't want to cook them too fast because I want the potatoes to get cooked. But you know, when you buy hash browns in the store, if they're, you know, for like breakfast hash browns, they're already in a little oval patty. And that's kind of the way I like to cook mine. Now, I'm also going to fix me a little bit of sausage. Probably didn't really need that, but I put just a little bit in there. Move this back a little bit. There, now you can see both pans. And I've just got some of this good, great value Vermont maple premium sausage links. I'm going to cook a couple of those. We'll say 4 of them. I love these type of hash browns for breakfast. And like me, if you fix a whole pan full, I don't know how many this is going to make, probably 7 or 8 maybe. You know I'm not going to eat all those at one time. So I'll just store them either in the refrigerator or freeze a couple of them, so I don't have to eat it all at one time. You know, careful, I don't want to cook them too fast because I want my potatoes to get cooked. If you cook it too fast on too high heat, your potatoes will not be cooked done and they'll be browned, and you don't want that. I had to fix me some ice water. Yeah, it's so hot today. I had one person comment in the comment section on one of my videos. They said they get so tired of my excessive cleaning. Well, I'm sorry about that, y'all. If you don't like my cleaning, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't like to cook with a mess around me. I try to keep it clean as I go, the best I can. I mean, it's always been like, and I'm stuttering. It's always been like second nature to me to clean as I go. I guess because I've always had such a small kitchen that I didn't have the luxury of having tons of space. So I cleaned as I cook to free up space that I need to use. And some of you, that may not make sense. I don't know. Maybe you have bigger kitchens than I do. But like I've told people, I live in a small mobile home. My kitchen is about 12 by 12 feet. And I just don't have room to be able to cook and have space free. I mean, you got to have space free when you're cooking. You don't want everything piled up on you, you know? Whoop. Can turn that down a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get me a piece of Texas toast and put butter on it. Get it ready to be put in the pan. Yeah, my kitchen is like 12 by 12 feet, and I've got a small dining room table right in the center of my kitchen, so there's not much room in here. I'm just here getting ready to butter my bread. And this time I'm going to butter both sides of it. Put a little bit on both sides, just enough to say I put butter on there. Yeah, I'm putting olive oil on both sides of my hash browns. That's just to give it a good browning. And olive oil is good for you anyway, so we can do that. And these are almost done. You can see how pretty and brown they are. They're getting there, and my sausage is cooking. It's getting brown too. Oh yeah, these hash browns are looking good. Looking good. You ever notice you can't always get all the sides of your sausage cooked? You roll it around and you always got a side that doesn't get browned. Okay, I'm going to take these hash browns out. Whoop. Turn that back down a little bit. It seems like your mixture gets watery and watery the longer it stays in the bowl, in the mixture. But it doesn't hurt it. Doesn't hurt it at all. Now, I like to take these and just put them in a pan of oil and fry them and just stir them up. They're good that way, too. But when I think of hash browns, I think of the patties like this. Because I don't know if y'all have ever bought them in the store frozen. And you just take them out and throw them in your frying pan and cook them. But your patties are already made. And I got about one more in here. Can't get it in the pan right now. I ate a tomato sandwich about 11 o'clock this morning, or a little earlier than that, because I didn't eat breakfast, and I worked outside watering and doing stuff, and I got so hungry because I had not even had a cup of coffee yet. I got so hungry I had to come in the house, cool down, get something to drink. I fixed me a cup of coffee, and I fixed me a good old tomato sandwich without the lettuce and without the bacon, just a plain tomato sandwich with the tomato right out of the garden. And it was pretty good. And this is going to be good too. Because like I said, sometimes the simple foods are the best. Simple foods are usually the best. Now, I'm going to go ahead and got to clean that pan out because I want to toast my bread. And then I'm going to fry my eggs in here. I'm just wiping it out because it's got the brown crusty stuff off of the sausage. Turn this back on. Come over here and get my bread. Come over here and check on my hash browns. Ah! I do good to live in Italy, I guess. People taking a spoonful of, a couple of tablespoons, in fact, of olive oil for when they first get up every morning. I always toast my Texas toast in my frying pan. Because like I said, the bread is too thick to actually go in a regular toaster unless you have a toaster that has a really wide slot, which mine don't. It just has the regular size. But when you do this, your bread is already buttered. You don't have to worry about buttering it later. It's already been buttered, so you don't have to worry about your toast getting cold before you get to butter it. I love the way, I love the nonstick pans, but I love the way everything browns when you put a little bit of olive oil on it. That way you don't over oil it to fry it. You just got enough on there to brown it nicely. Take my bread out because it's nicely toasted. I am going to cut it in half. I've got the wrong knife to try to cut toast. See how nice my Texas toast come out? Nice and brown. Toasted. And fresh potatoes cook faster than those frozen ones do, I found. I gotta taste that. Okay, now, a little more olive oil in my pan. I'm gonna turn the pan on. A little salt. Well, it's not coming out. That's pepper. A little salt. And it looks like I'm putting more on there than what I'm doing, but because it doesn't come out very fast at all. I had some friends of mine that stayed here overnight one night, and I fixed them breakfast the next morning. And I fried them eggs over easy. And they said, oh my God, I've never seen anybody do eggs that way. The only time I've ever seen eggs like that was in a restaurant. So I don't know what people do with their eggs when they fry them, but I don't like to bust my yolk when I'm cooking them this way either, so I don't do that. Oh, I'm so hungry, y'all. I'm so ready to eat. We might turn this into one because it's not enough really to do two. Make one big one. Or bigger one. Well, not really bigger. Just a tad maybe. And I usually like to put a little bit of strawberry preserves or grape jelly or something like that on my toast when I'm eating my breakfast. It just hits the spot with me with a cup of coffee. Cook that a little more before I try to move it because it will stick. There, it's broke loose now. Oh, I just broke that one. We'll salvage it by keeping it up close to the edge of the pan so we don't break it. Got my eggs. Check on this hash brown because we don't want to burn it just because it's the last one. Y'all with me so far? There. Woo, that's hot. Oh, I gotta get my sausage and my flour out of the way or you can't see my breakfast. And get my sausage and butter put up. Oh, I forgot to turn this one down a little bit. That's a kind of a big hash brown, but that's okay. I could eat a big one like that. I think I'll get me some chocolate milk to drink. Well, you know what? I think I've already got something to drink. I got water over here. I think I'll drink that. We'll go ahead and get this one cooked. toast. Go ahead and turn that off and get that out. Oh, I can leave it right there. It'll finish cooking because it's just about done. Oh, I'm so ready for this, y'all. I am so ready for this. First, I got to put me a little bit of grape jelly, and it's just great value blackberry. Blackberry preserves, not jelly, it's preserves. Well, let me get the thing over here. Got some of my preserves on my. This finger licking good, y'all. But here's my breakfast. And you can put ketchup on your hash browns if you want. I might do that after I get started eating. I may not. We'll see. But how's this for a breakfast dinner, y'all? That look pretty good to you? Looks good to me. I was sitting down here with the computer working a little earlier. So I got the computer on the table. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat. Amen. Have some hash brown, y'all. I might need a little bit of ketchup. Well, I've hid my ketchup from me. I don't know what I did with it. Oh well. Oh well, we'll do without it for now. I don't know where I put my ketchup. Cut into these eggs. And I got them a little bit cooked. I like them just a little bit softer than this. I like for them to run, the yolk to run just a tiny bit when I'm eating my hash browns. So I can kind of mix my hash browns in my egg, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I probably stuck the ketchup back behind something in the refrigerator, and I don't know where it is right now, but that's okay. So good. A lot of times I just fix home fries, and what I call home fries is just where I cut up the potatoes and throw them in the pan, or I shred them like you do with hash browns and then throw them in the pan and brown them, and don't make a patty out of them, you just fry them loose. That egg is good. The hash browns are good. Take a bite of sausage, y'all. Take a big bite. Toast. Y'all take a bite of toast. Oh, that look good. Blackberry preserves on my toast. Oh my good. Now you see why I lick my fingers. Everything is so good that I made. I can't help but lick my fingers. Yeah, cook my eggs a little bit too much. They should have been a little bit more softer, a little bit more runny, so to speak. But usually you don't even need to put flour in them. You don't even need to put flour in your hash browns. The egg is sufficient. I just got a little carried away and I put a little bit of flour in there too, but it doesn't hurt them. It does not hurt them at all. But yeah, if you just use the one egg, your salt and your pepper, your garlic or whatever you want to put in them, mix them up, spoon them into your pan in like a hash brown, then it's going to be good. A little bit of pepper was making me cough. But y'all, I love pepper. This is so good. I think I'll get a piece of sausage, a piece of egg, and some hash brown. Take a bite, y'all. All three. Hash brown, egg, and potatoes. I mean, sausage. It's the hash brown, the egg, and the sausage. Take a bite. Open wide. See if I can get it in my mouth. I don't know if I can open that wide. That is so good. To get all three of those flavors in your mouth at one time, oh, that is like going to heaven, y'all. Getting your egg and your sausage. And your hash browns all there together. Just like that. Oh, that is so good when you bite into it. Whew, I'm getting full. But this is so good. And I'm so thirsty. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the video so I can finish eating my supper, my breakfast, dinner, put it that way. Try your hash browns this way if you want. I mean, I've heard people say that they couldn't keep their hash browns together when they tried to make the patty like. Maybe they didn't put egg in it, or maybe they put too many potatoes and not enough egg. I don't know. But you saw the amount of potatoes I put in. I used 1 egg, my spices, and I used just a tiny bit of flour. You don't even have to use the flour. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but you don't really need it. And just fry them, and they'll stay together. The egg will hold them together. So with that, y'all have a blessed evening, have a blessed day, have a blessed 4th of July. If I don't talk, well, you don't hear from me before then, you probably will, but oh well. But have a good day, have a good night, have a good day tomorrow, have a fantastic week. I'll see you on my next one, and I love y'all. Bye.